Menard. Jonathan started out as a junior fireman, and now look at him now. He's all grown up, and he's a big boy. Every year, we all know how important our volunteers are, and every year I like to do something special for them to make sure that they realize how much we appreciate them. So we need a code word, and this year, as our fire departments and ambulances come through, I'm going to thank them, welcome them to our parade, tell them how much we appreciate them. Now, mind you, this is each unit that comes through, and then when I say we're going to give you 3 cheers, no, wait a minute, 100 cheers, no, wait a minute, thousands of cheers for our volunteers. When I say that, thousands of cheers for our volunteers, I need you guys to give me those thousands of cheers. So how about a practice? Okay, thousands of cheers for our volunteers. Woo! Just out of curiosity of the crowd that I can see right here, who has been touched by a volunteer fireman or EMT, whether it be you, your family, your business, your house? Who's been assisted by them? I'm going to raise my hand because it's been a couple of times. Well, those of you who raised your hand know how important it is when you're in the middle of a tragedy, something terrible, you have flames or smoke coming out of your home, or your loved one or yourself just desperately needs help. And to know that somewhere people are just willing to drop whatever they're doing. I don't care what it is, the best spaghetti supper or a winning card of hands or their kid's birthday party, to come and help you. It's so overwhelming to see a small army of people show up at your doorstep. And you know why they came? Because they wanted to. They aren't paid. They aren't praised anywhere near enough, just because they wanted to. And all they ask for us is for you to invest in your own protection. Okay, you can hand them a 5 or a 10 or whatever. They're even so far as to going back and thanking you for investing in your own investment. Here's a great chicken dinner. They'll thank you for investing in it. So you pay for the chicken dinner, they get the extra proceeds. They buy, what do they do with it? Yes, they get state and federal and local funding, but a lot of the stuff doesn't get paid for, and they need to raise funds. This actually is one of the hardest parts about being a volunteer fireman. But we're here, and we're going to help. So just remember, thousands of cheers for our volunteers. Stay tuned, the party will start soon. We need to start this day out right, so I'm going to ask a fine citizen of the North Country to give us an invocation to get us going. So if you could remove your hats or please bow your heads or a little bit of silence. I'd like to introduce Bob Musso, please.
Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for this gorgeous day. We thank Thee for all of our volunteers throughout the North Country. We thank You for our troops serving across the ocean and here in the U.S. We appreciate all of our citizens that are here to watch this parade today, and we thank Thee for all Your blessings. In God's name we pray. Amen.
Bob knew he was doing that about 15 seconds ago. They called him in from across the street to do that, so he had no preparation.
We put him on the spot, and he did an awesome job. That's because he really believes. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Connie Menard. I am not an official professional announcer. I just have a big mouth, and Mama said this big mouth would come in handy. My husband and my family have a farm on the Thompson Road here in Mooers. You see my shirt says Happy Haven Farm, so I actually milk cows for a living. The fire department has saved us numerous of times, couple of different times. One, we could have very easily lost our home. And then there was one time when my husband thought that welding on a skid steer that was dripping oil was a good idea, and the whole thing went up in flames, but they saved the buildings around. We lost the skid steer. But anyways, my point is they're there to help us, and this is a small way for me and my family to give back to them, just as you guys are all here. I'd like to introduce our judges today. The floats are judged as they go by, and then they get awards. First at our table is Miss Dina Sample. Dina is there you go! You owe her $10. Dina's an upstanding citizen, born and raised here in North Country. Her and her husband own business together, and she is the owner of DS Specialties right up the road. She's also a very awesome mother, and two of her children are junior firefighters. What's a junior firefighter? That's a firefighter who comes into the fire department, and as juniors, they're limited to what they can do, but they get the feel of things. They help out. It's very important, and the main goal, the final goal, is that they become a full-fledged firefighter so that they can take over as the older ones move on. Thank you, Dina. Next is Shannon Fair. Shannon is also an upstanding, wonderful person here in the in the North Country. She's involved in the fire department many different ways, and she's always there to help. She's got a special connection with the fire chief. Dennis Rasco is next. Dennis is a principal here in Mooers. A lot of you know him and like him. A lot of the kids fear him. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Dennis, for volunteering to be our judge. Our last and certainly not least is Lauren Yulee, and Lauren is the past president of the Clinton County Firefighters Association. That's a great thing to boast. What's even better about it is that Lauren is a Canadian citizen. So why would a Canadian citizen be a president of the Clinton County Firefighters Association? I'm going to ask him to just quickly explain how the Firefighters Association works, just so you see that it's not just our small town. This firefighting thing involves everybody. Ron is also involved in St. Paul's, Quebec. He's a St. Paul, Quebec firefighter. He's a charter member. Just a couple of quick words, Ron, about how the Firefighters Association works.
Well, I got, just like the gentleman across the street, this was not planned, so this is right off the cuff, fellas. The mutual aid group here, maybe unbeknown to you, there's about 31 New York State departments in the mutual aid system. There's 4 Canadian departments, and there's 2 Vermont departments. That brings in around 1,500 volunteer fire departments. Unfortunately, in St. Paul, we're paid on call, so we're really not volunteers. So we do everything else. Firefighting, first responder, that's paid on call. Everything else is volunteer. So I guess we're all half-assed then. Anyway, we were the guys involved when the boys were doing their border crossing and doing their job and stopped the call. Didn't stop us. I don't know why. That time with Homeland Security, but they were doing their job, and that's what they're for, just like us. The Firemen's Association depends on you people showing up at the barbecues, spaghetti suppers, any fundraiser. So if you have to travel 5 miles east or west, make the effort, because it's always good food, and some of them even have cold beer, I've learned to believe. So that'll be enough of this right now, and thanks a million. And I know you'll have a good parade because I show up every year. This is like mutual aid. Chris Trombley phoned me Wednesday that he wasn't able to come and do this job, so mutual aid kicked in and I came down from St. Paul. Thanks a million.
When I first started covering these parades here in Mooers, it was
Thank you, Lauren. Hey, let's practice our little thing. Lauren, you say you're not a volunteer, but we're going to consider you as well. 1,000 cheers for our volunteers.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, Gaetan Fortin from Hemingford used to be a judge at some of these parades when I first started covering them.
Guess what we have now? North Country is just saturated with talent, whether it be dairy farmers, whether it be woodworkers, construction people, the list goes on and on. We also have people who have personal talent, and I'd like to introduce somebody with some of the most talent I've ever seen. This is Kathy Cokes, and Kathy's going to sing the national anthem for us. So I'd ask you to please remove your hats, gentlemen, and if you are able to stand up and enjoy and believe as Kathy does. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Another outstanding job.
Thank you very much. Isn't she awesome? Isn't she awesome? I hear the parade coming, so we don't have much time, but I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't give a little bit of plug for the farmers of America. I am a dairy farmer, like I said. The United States of America has cheap food, whether you want to believe it or not. If you don't believe that, go on the internet and see what food costs in other countries. It's good food, it's honest food, and it's real food. And if you think it's expensive, compare it to stuff that'd be imported from other countries. If you think foreign fuels are expensive, what do you think about foreign food? So support your farmers, okay, everybody? Thanks.
I eat as much as I can.
Fireman, is that right? Oh, no, Andrew went right to the top force, and he's,
Okay, introducing Andrew LaValle.
A little hand, too, because it's a lot of work to get a parade like this together. And I'd like to see if maybe next year we could announce Andrew as an engaged man or something.
Whoa! Sarah says yes.
We already introduced John, but I didn't dare introduce him as engaged because he'd kill me.
I think we just saw the engagement on Hometown Cable here. Sarah Gravel said, yep, I'm ready. It's official now. Still waiting.
Favreau is heading up our parade as usual. Some things never change. Isn't this great? This car is representing Sheriff Favreau. Sheriff wasn't able to make it today, but sends his best.
All right, Sheriff's Department leading the parade here. It's arriving here about 11:35. 11 o'clock start. Took them 35 minutes to get here. Usually when we see the Sheriff's Department here in Mooers, they've got the radar set up, but today they're leading the parade in a very modest pace, taking taking it easy on the people who are carrying the honor flag behind them, and behind the honor guard is going to be an honor flight float. We can hear them. We can hear Danny Keifetz in the background, and we can hear some music. They've got them playing, singing, playing God Bless America, Kate Smith. Now they're playing the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy by the Andrews Sisters, and all songs that the guys from the World War II era will fondly recall, as do many of us who grew up after World War II and are able to enjoy our freedom thanks to the folks that the honor flight is honoring. So it's Labor Day 2013. We're in beautiful downtown Mooers, New York. That's Calvin Castine. Its temperature was about 73 degrees when I shut my car off about an hour ago. And it's warmed up since then. The clouds are clearing out. It looks like it might even get kind of warm. The Canadian flag is encroaching on me here. I'm going to have to put that back here. Excuse me, young man. Would you hold that? Because the wind is blowing that flag right over. You can even sit on it if you'd like. We have a flag holder here. The wind. They put the flag up here. They didn't put any weights on it, and I don't see any weights that are available here to put on. So that something to hold that post. His whole family is proud of him here. I never knew he'd be keeping relations going with our neighbors to the north here by holding their flag during the parade. I'd say I always drive very slowly when I come into a town that's. Mom's gonna even put it on Facebook, I think, here. I always drive very slowly when I come into a parade area, and there's no exception here. This guy's going extremely slow. I think they're almost marching in place behind him. So this could be a 2.5 hour parade, I think.
The car representing Sheriff David Favreau. Thank you for doing your job every year, Mr. Favreau. I know Mr. Favreau's not here today. This is representing his...
North Country Honor.
We did see the sheriff had several parades this year, but you can't make them all. I can't quite get a beat on who it might be in there, but there it is. There's your deputy sheriff. See how the honor guard has to stop here so often. They're just moving too slow here. They're gonna
check out that snazzy car behind the sheriff's car. That is the DARE car.
Once they get here,
it's a 1994 Chevy Camaro, and this car was not just acquired the regular way. This was a seized car in a criminal case. Now, what does DARE mean? DARE to keep kids off drugs. You got to start the intervention early. You got to let them know real early the danger of drugs and keeping them safe. And the sheriff's involved with that. And this is the DARE car. Thank you. Isn't that awesome? That paint job is just beautiful.
Used to be DARE to resist drugs and alcohol. Now because of
DARE to resist drugs and violence.
They've changed it to violence because there's so much violence.
Thank you very much.
Out there in the world. From Rouse's Point, Post
here we have coming our color guard, the American Legion Post 912 from Rouse's Point, New York.
Under the guidance of Commander Robert St. John. Logan Sharp. Average age out there must be at least 32 years old. All right, color guard. American Legion Post 912 out of Rouse's Point. And North Country Honor Flight. Danny Keefe is probably driving the wagon here, honoring World War II veterans. And after they've honored all the World War II veterans, they're going to keep right on going. There's Danny behind the wheel.
Honor Flight. North Country Honor Flight. His mission is to fly World War II veterans to their memorial in Washington, D.C. All expenses are paid. We have 14 World War II veterans on the float. Dave Mitchell is one on there, and I'd like to announce Dave's birthday. He's 90 today.
Happy birthday, Dave.
And I'm very sorry if I don't pronounce your name right, but Danny Kafetz? Kafetz? He's the director. And then there's Francis Delamere? He's 94! Yay! And if we had more time, I'd sing happy birthday to you.
John West is only 92.
Thank you very much. What an awesome looking float. Yeah.
If you know a World War II veteran who has never been to the monument in Washington,
So, we
D.C.
have government all the way up from the top, all the
honor
way down
flight
to
will
the
take care
bottom,
of
and
that.
here's our government, our town officials.
There we go.
For the town of Moores, our town officials represent us. Their meetings are every second Tuesday of the month, and the public is always welcome to see what's going on.
Stop in, check them out. If you guys ever find somebody who has a video camera and want to record your meetings, we get the Altona meetings, the Champlain Village
Good
meetings, the
morning,
Rouse's
thank
Point
you.
meetings, because
Mr. Boris, would you like to get up and please say a few words?
somebody other than Hometown Cable.
Dick's
No.
our road supervisor, yay!
Let Dick talk. I'll have to use
There you
use my
go.
beeper if Dick starts
We have
talking for too long.
Corey Ross, our supervisor, Earl Robinson, Gerald LaValle,
Don't forget Brandy.
Randy.
Randy Billiter
Randy.
Lloyd. Nobody knows
Got
her.
it.
Everybody
Randy's our
Chasey
new
knows
town
her.
clerk. Thank you very much.
Randy Billiter Lloyd. When you're pulling that lever, remember that name.
So, Randy's the only chick in there, and she's the town clerk. If you want to know what's going on, or the right thing to do, go ask her.
All right. Also, no, she's an Eagle chick. Former Eagle chick. Now she's a Cougar chick. Just like Sarah Gravel over there. She's
Okay,
an Eagle
everybody,
chick.
remember our secret words.
Secret word is...
We have our very own
Still
Mooers
scared.
Volunteer Fire Department. We are so proud. I love these guys. First up, we have number 259, driven by Rocky Poupoir. Look at the shine on these. You know, fighting fires is one thing. They have to be trained. They have to maintain this equipment. After they have a terrible fire, they bring this stuff back to the department. It's got to be cleaned. The hoses have to be dried out and cleaned out. There's soot and dirt and mud and snow and slush and whatever have you all over it. Look at how nice this stuff is maintained. These are our tax dollars, and they're maintaining it, and they're doing it as volunteers.
Don't see any snow or slush at all.
1,000 cheers
Great
for our
job.
volunteers.
And if you can come to these field days like this,
This
support
station,
the-
this
whoever's putting them on,
1059
in
is
this
our
case,
Station 2 truck. Station
fire
2 is up in
department.
Cannon's Corners.
always for a worthy cause.
Next up, we have, is it 251? 251 coming, driven by Randy Tremblay.
As Connie mentioned earlier, these not only volunteer to put your fire out and do other rescue things, they have to go out and
This
raise
truck
money to
was
do it.
purchased
So
2 years ago.
can't thank these folks enough.
And it's the newest one of the fleet. You know, I don't know about you, but the pride I have to know that our small community can have such a fleet of trucks like that and maintained as well as they are. That is just awesome.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
ever have the unfortunate of having a house fire, this is the truck that you'll see come first. This is the first responder truck. So I've got down here that Randy Tremblay is the driver. He's got some help and some assistance. Thank you all very much. I want to tell you something. 1,000 cheers for our volunteers. Yay!
What a nice
All
one. Put some
right.
candy in that little girl's back. She's so happy.
Very nice, very
All
nice.
right, look at the volunteers here. So many. Look at this. Okay. That's a good idea to have that. You have that
Next up, we
yellow
have
line all through the
258.
parade route. Yes, this will be a long parade.
5,000-gallon tanker, just water.
They're moving very slow.
It's the second largest tanker in the county. I'll tell you what, you can have the most beautiful home in the world and you can have all the money in the world, but if your house is burning and you don't have any water to put on it, you're in trouble. This will get you the water right here. This is driven by Todd Gumlaw. And I'll tell you what, it's not a real moo truck, John, but it's well maintained. Look at the shine on it, the buff on it. There we go. Bringing water to a fire sounds like an easy job, but you know it's not too far away when we're talking about below zero temperatures, and water and below zero temperatures don't match up very well. These guys know how to do it. Hey, 1,000 cheers for our volunteers. You guys are awesome.
All right. Feel free to cheer along at home. When I was a kid, I used to have
Next up, we have
songs on the
254.
TV and they had a bouncing ball.
Mutual aid truck. This
Sing
truck
along
is
with the
going
bouncing
to our
ball.
neighbors, to our surrounding towns that Mr. Long was talking about, and all the other towns and villages and whatever that require help. This one goes out too. This is driven by Mark Houston. Mark was a junior volunteer, and he came up through the ranks, and now he's one of the guys, and he's just as important as all of them. Who's riding with him? What? Is he a full-size volunteer? Riding with Mark is Corey Boutin. Corey is also a full-fledged volunteer. Could you just stop the truck for a minute, Mark? I would like to introduce Corey Boutin as Moore's most eligible bachelor. And if anybody out there would like his number, contact any fire department personnel and they will be happy to pass it on. And I also want to tell you guys something. 1,000 cheers for you guys volunteers. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, there we go, got this candy. Back in the hills where I come from, that means they're betrothed. Here we go, we got Champlain Mooers.
Okay,
Yes.
you want to talk about pride right here. Here is something to be proud of. This is our Champlain Mooers EMS, brand spanking new this spring. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight. I hope nobody ever has to see it in their yard. I really don't. I hope the only thing this thing ever does is go in a parade. But it's nice that we have it. This is number 462. Could you just stop for just a second? Steve K.A. is our driver. I'm not... I don't know if you have it on your side, but on our side it says, in memory of Eric Monty. Eric Monty was one of our EMT people. He passed away on the job, which created... I mean, it was just a horrible thing. It's one thing to lose one of your own, but to do it on the job, it just hurts so bad. You know what? I don't know if this is appropriate or not, if we can do it, but if we can take even just 15 seconds of just silence for Eric, because he was so important. We love you, Eric. Thank you, guys. 3,000 cheers for our volunteers right there. There's Eric's daughter right in the back. Thank you very much.
Hey, you got Randy Beach. What is
How about this?
legislative
Jonathan Beach with his wife, Robin. He's a Clinton County legislator. He's asked to be reelected. He's running again for Area 2.
unopposed?
What is that, a 2? 19...
Randy Beach at the wheel.
A 1920 Dodge driven by Randy Sr. And they have their special guest. Where is your special guest?
Oh, the dog.
There he is. Banting. He's a diabetic alert dog. Does this pique any curiosity? What's a diabetic alert dog? Contact Dr. Beach. If you pass him the card, ask him. He'll explain to you what this dog does. Very important. So, my final question, or my final statement, re-elect Jonathan Beach, Clinton County Legislature, Area 2. Thank you very, very much for joining our parade today.
More officials. Uh-oh. I see a Coke's name on there.
Uh-oh, here we have one of Mooers' finest.
Jason
This
Menard.
is Jeff Menard.
Yeah.
Yay! Some of you know Jeff as Farmer Jeff. Some of you know Jeff as Dragoons Partsman Jeff. Some of you know Jeff as Volunteer Fireman Jeff.
Oh.
Some of you know Jeff as Judge Jeff. Hopefully because he married you and he blessed you well wishes, that's how you know him. But now I want to introduce to you Jeff Menard, the candidate for Town Supervisor of Mooers for 2013. We have here Jeff, we have Roger Favreau for councilman and Shirley Gadway for councilman. They're looking for some votes this fall.
It's a long walk. Jeff will probably be working at the fireman's booth when he gets there.
Oh my goodness! What's up the road, everybody? L&M Convenience Store, where you get your ice cream. Hey, let's stop here. I know that little boy. What's your name? Tanner Menard. Woo! He's got roots right here in Mooers. He's driving the little L&M car. And behind him we have some more Menards. This is Jennifer Menard. I'd like to introduce her as Mooers' most eligible bachelorette, but her mother would probably kill me. And with her is Mini-Me. Amanda LeDuc. Amanda is also a citizen of Mooers now, and someday she'd like to live here as the Menard name. As a matter of fact, Amanda, Jonathan has something important to ask you. He wants to know if you want fries with that. Said she's got fries and chicken too. L&M Convenience Store right up the road. Mike Goodall, he's a great supporter of the fire department and anything that happens here in town.
About to enter
Great
kindergarten.
gas, great food, great deli, great ice cream. Thank you, Janet.
For a guy who hasn't entered kindergarten yet, huh? Grandfather Bruce Ankel taught him how to drive.
And here's Mike handing out the best right here. Who doesn't want an ice cream today? I would suggest gobbling that up right off, though. Probably not putting it in your candy bag.
Yeah, it might melt.
Thank you, Mike.
Share the wealth, kids.
Yeah!
Oh, Dennis has got one. Look at Lauren's got one. Look out. Amazing arm. Never know what you might get bombarded with here at the Mooers
Here's our
Labor Day
numbers to
Parade.
the, I guess, Northwest Alpine Fire Department, number 107. It's a 2013 Peterbilt tanker, and it's driven by Scott Reel. Now look at how nice that baby is groomed. That's a beautiful, beautiful truck right there. Brand spanking new. Let's hope we don't have any miles put on it this year, except for parades. Scott Reel, thank you for being part of our parade.
I'm Altona.
And your guests, thank you very much. I want to tell you something, guys. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Woo!
Some people are forgetting to clap here. They're busy eating their ice cream here. There's the Lemires there eating their ice cream there. Look at the happy folks. Everybody enjoying their home. More politicians. What would a parade be without politicians and fire apparatus?
All right, all you single chicks out here, here he is, That's another year, yes. All right, look what we have, some more politics. Let's get down serious, folks. This is
County
Kimberly
Treasurer.
Davis, running for county treasurer. The independence primary is September 10th. Please write in Kimberly's name for county treasurer for Independence Party. Kimberly, thank you for being part of our parade. Good luck in your election.
Joe Giroux not running this year. So it's up for grabs.
So your cell number, Corey? Yeah, just leave a message at the fire station. 911, I want him. Okay. Up the road.
All the
You can
folks
see the
enjoy
building right here, Dragoons Farm Equipment. Now this
Wine ice cream.
company has been around
Dragoons.
forever. It's owned and operated by Jack Dragoon and his sons, started by his father. And Jack is a wonderful, wonderful supporter of the town of Mooers, of the volunteer fire department. He just gives and gives and gives. It's a family-owned business for 60 years. And they service what they sell. This is some of what they sell. That's a Kubota. That's one of my favorite tools I have on the farm. I have one of those Kubotas. Think of all the work you can do with that. And look at the lawnmower that's following up. Cub Cadets, they service what they sell. Isn't that the cutest little poop spreader you've ever seen in the whole wide world?
Yes,
That is adorable.
The Chihuahuas, I guess.
Here we have one of our compact tractors that'll get the job done any job you have to home, whether you're just a part-time gardener or you have a lawn the size of a golf course. Stop and see Dragoons Farm Equipment. They'll set you up any lawn and garden stuff that you could possibly need.
Longtime supporters of Hometown Cable, Dragoons Farm Equipment.
Who hasn't seen these vehicles around town? The U.S. Border Patrol. This one comes from the Champlain Border Patrol Station. These cars, they have SUVs, they have sportier cars, they have pickups, they've got utility vehicles, they've got what it takes to keep us safe here at the border. I'll tell you what, if you need some immediate attention, you call the Border Patrol and you'll get some help. Thank you very much for being part of our parade, and thanks for all you do.
Very happy to have them as neighbors on the Ridge Road in Champlain. Not next door neighbors, but they're down the road, kind of guarding the entrance to our road. We like that.
Our neighbors to the east.
And look at this.
Champlain Fire Department.
The flag guy is still holding on here. Look at this guy. If you need a job done, this is the guy to call right here. He's dedicated here.
This right here is a 2002 Silverado brush truck. Its number is 142. They refer to these numbers when they call out from dispatch. Each truck has its own identification.
We appreciate that.
This one is number 142.
Flag is going to blow over without his head.
It's driven by Cody Seymour. Their main attack is on brush, wildland fires. Sometimes you just can't get to it, and you need some particular special rig to get to these fires. Look at the wildfires they have going on out west. You don't want anything like that to happen. You need to get to it right at the start. They respond to many, many mutual aid calls as well. Thank you for joining our parade. Hey, 1,000 cheers for our volunteers. Yay!
Brush truck is really called into duty this spring. We forget with the wet May, June, and early July we had that we had a whole lot of grass fires and brush fires this spring before the rain started to come. So
here we have one of our businesses right here in Mooers. I'm not a very good example because, you know, whatever, but Brooke does my hair. Hair Creations. They're celebrating 25 years of business this year. Help them to celebrate. During the first week of October, they have free giveaways. So that is beautiful Brooke. Over there, Brooke, raise your hand, yay! And Lisa is her mom, and they're in partners together at Hair Creations right here on Route 11, 236-5715. Visit them at the beginning of October for free giveaways. Thank you for coming to our parade.
Donna ran out of candy.
Oh my God, there's Dean, he's driving. They do his here too, isn't he? Handsome? Champlain VFW.
VFW Post 1418.
We all know where that is. It's located at 600 St. John's Road. They volunteer for several local charities and they host the Voice of Democracy Scholarship Program. They're always accepting new members. Stop in at the VFW. They always have something going on. One big thing is a fish fry every Friday night in the wintertime. If you got them winter blues, you get out there on Friday night and you meet half the town.
Right now, the Queen of Hearts is very popular on Thursdays.
Thank you very much for joining our parade today. Thank you.
Easy to find right there on
Beautiful
Route
float.
11. Nope. Dave said, stand up, everybody. All right, nice job. And good driving. A good driver always makes sure everyone is seated before taking off.
Thank you.
All right, good looking group. Except for Jim Miller back there. I don't know about him, but the rest of them are pretty good looking. Jim probably won't see this, so I can get away with that.
Next we have Jim's Karaoke. Jim Tatro and Carol Alexander.
All right.
Jim's got karaoke equipment and old country. His older country favorite is I Got Stripes by Johnny Cash. I wonder if he's going to play it or sing it for us. You know, we got time. Come right on up here. Come right on up here.
All right, Jim Tatro. Last time we saw him, he was at the Champlain Village Fest, entertaining the folk.
Who doesn't like old-time country music? Isn't that awesome? Carol, what did you do?
Just about everything.
What did you do to deserve to be put with the ball and chain? You must have been very, very bad.
I went to some of your stores.
Karaoke, what a great time.
Darwin Turner driving the truck. I don't know about this one though.
This white truck here, we can consider it kind of like a commercial. Okay? It's just kind of going by. But thanks. Oh, he's going to pick up World War II veterans.
Oh, nothing wrong
You're
with
lucky
that.
we don't make you stop and sing.
Going to pick up some
But
World
look at
War II
this coming behind him.
Ellenberg Depot.
This is from Phil Chevrolet. Check out these rides today at Phil Chevrolet. 45 years, and the only thing that matters is his customers, their customers. Right now, this is you ready? A 2014 Chevy Silverado. Phil
2014.
Chevrolet is located on Route 11 up past Mooers Parade on the left-hand side. Isn't that a beautiful truck? 2014. Brand spanking new. A 6.5-foot box.
All right.
Crew cab. You can bring the family and roll up the
Jay-Z here.
groceries and stop to the lumber yard all in one trip.
That's Shay-Z coming.
Sample lumber yard, that is.
Nope. No.
Chevy, I got Chevy on the brain. Shay-Z Fire Department. Look at this old timer. Isn't this what happens when you maintain your vehicles? You maintain them and they will last forever. Guess what year this is? Give me a shout. Anybody? 1934. Buffalo Fire Apparatus.
Sounds like 80 years
First
old.
truck the town of Shay-Z ever bought. Heavy. Thank you very much for showing us that wonderful gem. Awesome, awesome. What? It's a short trip? I gotta tell you guys something. We got 1,000 cheers for our volunteers in your game right now. Thank you very much.
Don't let Dick Carpenter know that movies have sound now. He wanted to know if I had
This
sound.
is
with his camera.
154 from Chevy, gosh. JC, Heavy Rescue. It's a 2010 Freightliner, number 154. 1,000 cheers for our volunteers from Shazy.
All right, hold on there, folks. Step up lively here, Girl Scouts. Behind the times.
How
Meanwhile,
do you keep kids out of
Meanwhile,
trouble?
yep.
I've said this year after year after year after year. You keep them busy. You start the morals early. You teach them how to give, how to respect, how to do, and how to learn. The Girl Scouts of Northeast Clinton. The girls are from kindergarten to 12th grade. If any girl out there is interested in becoming a Girl Scout or an adult becoming a leader, that's just as important, a leader. Please call Rick Rivers at 236-5113, or if you see a Girl Scout, take me to your leader. Thank you very much for all that you do with these Girl Scouts, and thank you, Girl Scouts, for being model citizens.
we got Boy Scouts snuck in.
We're going to get a demonstration.
All right. All right.
Woo, thank you.
Well done.
Impressive, very impressive.
Well done. On a warm day in September 1st, 2013, we're at the Mooers Labor Day Parade. It's the day before Labor Day this year. And we're at the site of the former credit union, New First Credit Union location.
Who hasn't seen, oh, I know, we don't want to, we don't want to
Moved
think
here a
about
year
this,
ago.
but you know what's
I
coming,
forgot
don't
that.
you? Yeah, winter, and we all like nice, cozy, warm houses. He wants to think about winter. James C. Smith, he's locally owned family business right in Champlain. He's been providing North Country residents fuel oil, kerosene, diesel, and gasoline for many, many, many years. He's got 24-hour emergency delivery service. A great big thank you to everyone who has supported them, and they look forward to serving them, everybody, in years to come.
Locally
I'll tell you
owned
what,
and
when
operated.
it's cold, and these guys will come and any 24 hours a day. We appreciate you too, Mr. Smith. Thank you very much for becoming part of our parade.
Looks like Colby's at the wheel. So I get my fuel to keep me warm.
Part of Mr. Smith also owns another company called Champlain Peterbilt. Let them truckers roll, right? Gets food, that great food that these the farmers make from one part of the country to the other, so we can enjoy oranges in the summer and they have full service Peterbilt dealership. They have sales, parts, service
Champlain
department.
Peterbilt.
On-call hours available. They have a fuel island and a restaurant. That's open 24/7. Champlain Peterbilt.
Just stopped, I think.
Love that car. Aurora Trailer Park.
All right, the wind has stopped here, so I'm relieving the flag bearer here. Give him a chance.
Either run.
Already seen that placard. All right, there we go. Champlain Peterbilt.
And I do believe these are all Pete's right behind him.
As soon as I said that,
All
the flag
Peterbilts.
started
Aren't they
billowing in the wind
beautiful?
again.
They must have spent some time
Champlain
shining
Peterbilt.
those.
Oh, truckers never die. They just get a new truck.
Fill it. Yeah, sure. You guess. Secretary to the supervisor. There you go. Wow. Aren't those awesome trucks? That is a nice truck.
What, Tyson and Tess? Sometimes can't tell when I look on TV. It said, oh, yes it was. Oh, that wasn't. That's not who it was. Saw Eric Monty, who was recognized.
Beautiful truck.
Late Eric
Nice
Monty was
shine to
recognized
it.
earlier with
Thanks
the Mooers
for
Fire
bringing your
Department
truck for us
We saw
to
him
see up
driving
close
many
and
a
slow instead of 65 miles an hour.
over the years. Here come the Cougars. Let's see, in the last 2 days.
All right, all you local kids, what school are we talking about?
Eagles, I take
NCCS Cougars!
Game.
Yay! Let's
Last
have
2
some
days.
school pride here. The athletic department is who's being represented here. They'd like to thank everyone in attendance for the support of the NCCS athletes. We hope that everyone will be able to attend many of the games to cheer them on. Thank you for coming to our parade. Oh, look at, there's a cougar loose, a cougar loose. That cougar has spirit. That's the happiest cougar I've ever seen. I'll tell you, you know it's a good day when the cougar wags his tail, huh? There we go.
I even got a bus. Baseball, basketball,
This is one of Northeastern Clinton's newer school buses, number 69. They're with the athletic club. That whole bus has got to be filled with candy or something.
Bus full of candy. Wow. Volleyball, hockey. Oh, there's some sirens in the background here. This is
Won't be long, we'll be seeing them up and down the road.
sirenless parade here.
Let's all give our utmost care. Hey, I'll give you a little plug here for NCCS bus drivers. Respect the bus lights. Can't say it enough. My husband's a bus driver. Matter of fact, that's his bus right there, and he thanks Mr. Troutman for shining it up for him for the beginning of the year. Respect the bus lights and the bus rules, everybody. Somebody's life could mean the difference of whether you respect them or not.
What do we got here? Something corners there.
Outback Riders.
Riders. There we go.
We have such beautiful land here in the North Country. You can walk, you can run, you can drive your car at 55. How's another way to see it? How about the Outback Riders? Nothing more fun than seeing the beauty of the North Country in a four-wheeler. This club is family-oriented. They enjoy nature. They respect nature. They love being outdoors. New members are always welcome. They meet every second Monday of each month at 1 p.m. in the Conservation Building at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. They also have a website. I don't know if you remember it, but just pinpoint one of these guys and they'll tell you it, but I'll tell you quick like it's Outback Riders.
Oh, you can see the ash lines. They can tell you.
.com.
I'll fill you in. Look out.
OutbackRidersInc.com.
Go down there, buddy.
You guys know how to have fun, huh? Thank you very much for making us aware of this wonderful group.
You guys have got their quota.
We got serious candy in this group. They need their own float to haul it around. That's a beautiful car. Thank you very much for letting us see that.
That's not a car. It's El Camino.
Let's go a little bit farther east past Champlain and you'll hit Rouse's Point. If you jump in the lake, you've gone too far. Rouse's Point is one of our mutual aid departments. This is the ladder truck and the utility truck. If you can't reach the fire, if you need to get somebody out, hey, how about a big tall ladder that all well maintained? That's a beautiful truck too. Thank you very, very much for being part of our parade, for joining us. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers. Yay!
When the 9/11 flag came, it was hanging from the truck, from that ladder truck from Rouse's Point and the ladder truck from
Montgomery Homes, hook and ladder. Thank you very much for being part of our parade. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Yay!
There's somebody up there stopping the traffic. he's got to be keeping him closer, a little more flowing here. It's a good job, good idea to stop him like that because sometimes
I told you we had talent in the North Country.
they're reading about somebody and there's 3 other vehicles going by behind them before we finish reading the first one. So
She's gonna do
good idea to have somebody out there stopping them, but I think
got
they
her
could
baby with her.
stop them a little closer.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Oh, they're ballooning and face painting at the firehouse, okay?
Oh, did you hear that? Face painting! And what else? Balloon animals! Go to the fire department. You've got to go. You've just got to go. Yay! Thank you.
So this guy's going, so lead me to the balloon animals.
Bye.
And the face painting. Bert, wow.
Burke.
I was there not too long ago at the
farther west.
Moundsville Wildlife Farm.
Let's hope you never have to see them because that means we got a big one. Burke Fire Department, we do appreciate you being here and we appreciate all that you do and for being part of Mutual Aid. This is the brush truck. It's driven by Jude and LaBarge and Zach the Bombard. Thank you very much. Hey, how about a smile? Hey, we got 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Thank you very much for what you do.
All right. Yeah, we're at the Moundsville Wildlife Farm. That wasn't too long ago. I had the dedication
Now,
schoolhouse there.
What was it I kept getting mixed up on?
And
Chevy,
Al Moundsville
Chevy.
himself.
Oh, I better
House on the
get
Prairie
that out of
Show.
my
And
brain
his
right
sister Eliza
now.
Jane.
What's coming? Down Route 9 in Chazy, we have Riley Ford. The best truck on the road. We have a note from across the road. This here is a brand spanking new 2013 F350 Power Stroke 6.7. Isn't that awesome? I'd probably pee my pants just touching it, huh? This truck,
French
bring
too
that
here.
truck on up here. Come on, we got some Ford lovers. We want to see this. Bring that Power Stroke up here. Being driven by Tyler Lajoie and Landon Lajoie. That is a beautiful truck.
Come on down. Making sure they don't run over any kids, so they're being extra cautious. I would not want to drive in a parade if somebody in my vehicle were throwing or somebody ahead of me was throwing candy out. Holy cow, I can see all the way back to the intersection there in front of Birch's Corner Store.
Bring that Ford up here. We want to see that. Don't be ashamed. Just because the Chevy's already went by, don't be ashamed. Woo-hoo! Come on.
Fine Sport is a hometown cable, Riley Ford.
We want to see this Ford. Ron Roberts is the founder of Riley Ford. Ron has since passed away, but his daughter Joy and Jane, daughters Joy and Jane, have taken over. They're doing an awesome job. They just tarmacked their driveway, and they have some beautiful vehicles. Stop in and see what they've got to offer. And I've been strongly advised not to sing "Have You Driven a Ford Lately" song. Thanks for bringing that beauty in.
But you can sing it at home if you'd like.
Go ahead, you can touch it.
Look out,
Hey,
kid.
stop.
Look out there, Derek Jeter. Get out of the road. All right, more fire trucks.
Ellenberg, right up the road on Route 11 to our west. Another Mutual Aid. Thank you very much for coming to our parade. Actually, this is Ellenberg Depot Fire Department. This first one is their brush truck. You got a campfire or a fire that started from lightning or a dropped cigarette or who knows what can start those fires out in the middle of nowhere, but the most important thing is to get to them and put them out fast and early before they become out of control. Brush trucks are very important. It's got what it needs on it, carries the water and what have you, and we want to thank you guys for coming to our parade.
Ellenberg Depot, 2 vehicles here today.
Look who we have here, one of our junior firemen. Let's give them a little bit of encouragement here because we need junior firemen. Jordan Sample, too young to be Mooers eligible bachelor. Too young. Mama says he has to stay away from women till he's 18.
Good advice.
Albert, we got 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Thank you very much. Yay!
We were there for the dedication of that placard to Darcy Manor.
Where did you see it? Oh, okay. This one, oh, I didn't notice. These Adina did, but this is also in memory of Darcy Manor. Thank you very much. Hey, let's get some sweetening up here. Leroy's Chocolate Fountains. Now, if you want to make your occasion super duper extra sweet and special, contact Leroy's Chocolate Fountains. He has a number of chocolate fountains, 2, 3, 4. Nothing but pure chocolate, white chocolate, peanut butter, Oreos, marshmallows, bananas, strawberries, all that. You dip it in nice warm chocolate. I'll tell you what, that takes care of any problem you could possibly have. This is Leroy Upton, and his passengers are two of the most beautiful children in the whole wide world, Lexi Lynn Menard and Zach A.J. Menard. Hi, Lexi!
Thank you,
Zach! Yeah! Leroy's Chocolate Fountains. Give them a call, 298-2126. You can find them on Facebook, too. That will make any occasion you have super special. Oh, really? Chocolate fixes everything. I don't care what anybody says. Red's Small Engine Repair. Lawnmowers, weed whackers, snow blowers, any of that stuff. Wood splitters, your local big dog mower sales and repairs, repairing all makes and models of all equipment. Red Small Engine Repair. Thanks for making us aware of your business. Altona, New York. Oh, I'm sorry, Mooers, New York. I'm sorry.
Thought I'd read it wrong. Now what's this vehicle here?
Time to change my contacts. What is this?
Interloper? Some guy in a skateboard.
Eagle Country! Who doesn't like country music? Yeehaw! Best country for the Champlain Valley. Eagle Country 97.5. Hey, everybody all at once, give a shout. What's your favorite country music star? Come on.
The Gibson Brothers.
Let's hear it. How about George Jones? He's hot.
I think he's dead too. I hope he's not
Starting to
hot.
look like a
Hope
dude,
he's-
you know what?
hope he's
I didn't feel
comfortable.
like it sometimes.
Oh, it must be a
Pardon me?
taxidermist coming.
A little green? Yeah, I guess so. Still hot.
Looks like he just sneezed.
Champlain Valley Outdoor Club. I told you before, and I'll say it again, North Country, some of the best place, the best views, the best recreation that we have. We could see mountains from Vermont. We could see our Adirondack Mountains. Go up in Ellenburg. And the fall is coming. The best is yet to come. What a beautiful, beautiful place to be. Champlain Valley Outdoor Club. They have 3 archery courses, totaling close to 50.
And Altona.
50-yard practice, a 200-yard practice. They have 300 members and growing. Dues are only, get this, only $30 for a family or $20 for single. How about that? Hunting is one of our biggest sports come fall. That's a beautiful float. Thank you for being part of our parade. That's a beautiful float. Let's go north of the border. Hemingford Fire Department. You know, they may be in a totally different country, but they're right next door.
They must have come down
Our farm
Hemingsburg
sits a
Road.
mile from the Canadian border. That's how close they are. And they're there when we need them, and we're there when they need us. Hemingford Pumper 221. It's a 2013 Freightliner with 1,250 gallons per minute on a Rosenbauer pump. Thank you for coming across the border, for being part of that parade. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers.
Hemingsburg.
Can't tell you how important this mutual aid is. There's no way we can keep all the equipment and the manpower to fight some of
Like
these structure
another
fires that come
fine
along.
supporter,
Mutual
hometown
aid does
cable
it.
coming.
It's kind of like having a good neighbor right next to you when you run out of a cup of sugar, except 10 million times more important. Prime Link, communication. Let's talk to one another. How are we going to do it? By telephone, by internet, email, what have you. Prime Link is the way to go. Along with Champlain Telephone Company, they continue to provide state-of-the-art technology and innovative solutions to the communities it serves. Included in Prime Link's commitment to the region is their offer of fiber optic technology. This allows us to offer cost savings and unlimited calling.
Oh, it's like Bev Lamberton at the wheel. Huh?
When I moved to Mooers, somebody told me, you want to live in Mooers because when the end of the world comes, it'll happen here last. But that's not the way it is with technology. Technology happens now here in Mooers with Prime Link and Champlain Telephone Company. Champlain Telephone Company's been around a lot longer than Prime Link, and they've been providing
110
continuous
years.
communication to Champlain, Mooers Parade, Rouse's Point, and into Altona since 1903. They've been here through it all. Thank you very much for showing us your equipment. That's awesome.
They let April Branham drive that? My goodness, so brave. Champlain Phone Company, fine supporter of
North
hometown
Cove
cable.
Shrine Clowns. Look at that cute little car. Oh, look at that. Picking up chicks along the way. I'm telling you, it's that nose. It's the nose, I'm telling you. The oldest unit of Oriental Temple out of Troy, New York. They've been clowning forever. For over 42 years and supporting 3 out of 22 hospitals and orthopedic and burn needs for children. Shriners helping kids defy the odds. Uh-oh. Isn't that awesome? Thank you.
Shriner Clowns.
Here's the Shriners. There's the clowns, the Shriner Clowns. Hey, can you guys, can you do a line dance for us? Come on. Yeah, all right. Love your outfit. Shriners helping kids defy the odds. Till you've been there, you can't totally appreciate what these guys do.
Alright, another one coming in.
Pine Grove Auto. Who's ever heard of Pine Grove Auto? You have today. Scott White. Pine Grove Auto Repair works on all makes and models of vehicles, and they do New York State inspections on vehicles and motorcycles.
Come on down.
Come on, Pine Grove Auto. Show us your rig.
Again, they're waiting for kids near the vehicle here.
Oh no, kids! Kids out there, watch out! There's pirates coming! Oh no! Watch out, kids! There's pirates coming! Be careful! Scott White, Pine Grove Auto! Wait! You see the pirates coming?
What the heck are these people doing? Come on, folks.
Thank you, Pine Grove Auto!
Aren't you people smart enough to know there's a parade going on here? What the heck are you doing?
We have 2 commercials, but actually they have very important jobs to do. They're going to pick up some of the veterans, so we will
Okay, all right. So we're going
we'll
to pick
just
up
blink and
veterans.
let them go by.
Oh, there's Danny.
But thanks for washing your cars.
Okay, going to pick up veterans. Okay, my
Oh
apologies.
no, look what's coming! A pirate ship! Oh no! All you kids hold close to your mommies and daddies! Hold their hands!
Gotta pick up those
This is scary
veterans.
stuff!
Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. It looks like they've been partaking of the happy juice. Oh no, we can't be scared of them. Here come the pirates. Leo Mahoney, ship of fools. We aren't scared of you. Oh no. You guys, you just like to have fun. That's all there is to it. Are you out robbing somebody? Don't you rob this little boy here. Watch out, they're going to rob you. Oh no! Oh no!
Stealing candy. Candy stealers. Those guys, they're from Altona. Your typical Altona.
We know they're pirates. Pirates go by and pick up candy instead of throwing it. That makes you a nasty pirate. Ship of fools, that's what you are. Oh no! Just in case you're sleeping and not paying attention, this ship of fools will wake you up. Look what they're doing. Oh, that's nasty. What happened to the lady in front of your ship? What happened? What did she do wrong? She burnt your macaroni? Oh no! You are all just a ship of fools! Just a bunch of fools! But thank you for joining our parade! Leo Mahoney's just one of them guys that everybody loves. He just does this in his spare time just for the fun of it. Leo, yay! Just the simple things in life, folks. Who can have fun? Thanks, Leo. Katyville Fire Department. Now we're a little bit ways away. Still, if we need them, they're there. This is engine 136, and it's being driven by James Favreau. Let's see the shine on this beautiful truck. All these trucks have to be maintained. If you ever wonder how much work has to be done after a fire, stop into a fire department after a major fire, and you'll see some worn out, tired, dirty firefighters cleaning and repairing and maintaining their equipment first and foremost.
Katyville Fire Department, fine
This is
supporters
engine
of Hometown
136,
Cable.
the top kick. Thank you for coming down to our parade. We got 1,000 cheers for our volunteers.
Heck
Yay!
of a parade every year there at Katyville on their field days. One of my favorite parades right there in Katyville.
Tag trucking. What is tag trucking? Hey, look, it's Oscar the Grouch. All right.
Throwing out garbage.
Trash and recycling. Locally owned, family operated. If you need your trash hauled, call 578-3844. Oscar the Grouch, did you bring your worm Slimy? Where's Slimy? All right. Here's Slimy.
All right. Some things are better left unasked. Things are still down all the way to the corner down here. I guess two.
Now,
Again, sometimes we have, as I said, a reading and the vehicle's gone by and there's 3-4 behind it. So in this case, it's just the opposite here. It's just too much of a gap.
So what do the people in the North Country do best, folks? We gather around, we get together, we like to have a good time, we can have fun together, but when tragedy strikes, we also come together. The ice storm was a perfect example of that, and when your neighbor's sick or someone passes away, the place is overloaded with food and welcome hands and helped, and here's a perfect example of that right now. Right here you have a new 2013 Can-Am Outlander 400 with a winch and ramps. Why am I showing you this? For $25 a ticket, you can buy a $25 ticket and possibly own that Outlander. And the benefit is for Gary Guerin. Gary is fighting pancreatic cancer. There's a spaghetti dinner being held on September 8th from 3 to 7 at the Twin Bridges VFW right here in Champlain. Contact his daughter Jen at 420-4967. Let's all gather around and help Gary through this cause. $25 a ticket, you can own that beautiful four-wheeler. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
This is what you're taking a raffle on, not the vehicle that's towing it. It's on this vehicle here.
Hey, here's a fire truck with a different color.
$25 will get you a chance on that vehicle, and I'll go to a good cause.
That's not Peru?
It's Peru.
Look at this. You think all fire trucks are red or yellow? How about blue? This is Peru Fire Department.
How about blue?
It catches your eye, I'll tell you what. It's a very beautiful, well-maintained truck.
See, these folks have already seen the parade here. So they're going down and buying their chicken barbecue dinner. They have chicken barbecue here every weekend at 4th of July weekend, Labor Day weekend.
Heavy rescue.
Again, it was all on Sunday this year for the first time. Well, it makes more sense, I think, to do it on Sunday. Gives the firemen a day off on Monday to enjoy Labor Day without having to go to work the next day.
Thank you, Peru, for coming to our parade south of Plattsburgh. You guys are important to us, and we appreciate you coming. We got 1,000 cheers for our volunteers. Yay!
Bring a pony along with you there. Bring your pony.
And we have another one of Peru's fire trucks. Thank you very much. That's an awesome looking truck. Don't ever think just because it isn't red you don't have to give it respect. Thank you for coming to our parade. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Thank you.
We're excited about that.
You may wonder where everybody's headed this way. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that the parade is surely coming to an end, but where's everybody going? They're going to get some chicken. They're going to have some fun. There's games up there, hot dogs, hamburgers, entertainment. Oh, how about this? A garden tractor pull. You guys can just hang out all day long, and you know what? I'm sure you know this, but this is on a Sunday this year and not on Labor Day. You can stay as long as you want because we don't have to work tomorrow. Yay! Look at what we got here, the Knights of Columbus. They were started in 1882 by Father Michael McGivney. His dream was to put an end to the persecution of Catholics and support the family members with financial support after the death of a member. He founded the KFC insurance program. Today, the Knights of Columbus is known for charity, unity, and fraternity and patriotism. The Knights of Columbus is the right arm of the Catholic Church. We are in solidarity with our priests and bishops. We support our community with donations made to local food shelves, hospice, literacy volunteers. We sponsor a child in a third world country, support youth programs like basketball shoot-off, the soccer challenge, drug and alcohol poster contests, and more. The Knights of Columbus has donated over $300,000 and 250,000 hours of volunteer work in the Diocese of Ogdensburg. 100% of all the money they raise is donated back to the community with charitable donations. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We'll keep going down just a little bit more. Saranac Fire Department. This is a nice haul for you to come up here to our North Country Parade. This is Ambulance 315, driven by Bill Bushy. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful, beautiful rescue squad. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. Behind him is engine 319 driven by Andy Petrusane. Saranac Volunteer Fire Department. Remember, the key word here is volunteer. We have 1,000 cheers for our volunteers this year. And that includes you, Saranac. Isn't that a sharp looking truck? Black and red and silver? Awesome, awesome truck.
Alright, get that Corvette moving here. Oh. I think Mr. McDonald wants some of that, McNaughton,
Okay.
McNaughton, I think.
North Country Classics. I'm not the only thing getting old around here. These cars are kind of old. This group is called the North Country Classics. It's a new classic car group whose sole purpose is to, you ready for this? Have fun. They have 200 registered members. I can tell you a little bit about these first couple of cars. The Brothers classic car, Marty Brothers, and the second one is a 1970 Dodge Challenger. And the first one is a, guess what year this is? A Corvette. Guess what year? Come on. It's a 1981 Corvette. That's beautiful.
That was going to be my next guess. Alright, here we go. Let's get this patriotic looking vehicle rolling through here.
1981. I can tell you without doing the math, that car is 32 years old. It was made the same year that I was married, and it's just as hot as my marriage is. Next, we have that Dodge Challenger. Isn't that a beautiful car? I love it. Who wouldn't want to join a group whose only purpose is to have fun? That's all they want to do. And who wouldn't want to be part of that? Just talk cars.
Girls want to have fun too.
Think about cars. Look at each other's cars. I'm sure these cars will be up here in the parking lot if you guys want to get a closer look to it.
Sure, if they contact
To all of them.
Cindy
And
Lauper,
talk to the owners and the drivers.
She'd
See
join
what they're
right
made of. Look under the engines. You know,
Yeah.
guy stuff, girl stuff.
Billy. Almost looks like Billy Lee. Look out! The flag is down. Look, he saved it. He rescued it.
Thank you for bringing that to our enjoyment. Thank you very much. And here we have the absolute oldest form of transportation. These are really, really, really old form of cars. This is DJ LaBarge and Tess Stables. Their motto is, where dreams are reached. Tess Stables. Who doesn't love horses? Just a romantic, wonderful, wild, fun way to spend your pastime.
Working on our flag here.
And look at the little teeny miniature horse.
There we go. Flag
Okay,
taken care of.
holler out and tell us what your horses' names are and a little about them.
All right. Horses want to have
What's
fun
this
too.
little guy's name? Oh, little girl's name. I'm sorry.
The guy is named Lady.
Very nice.
What do you
Will you be up there for a little bit for everybody to look at?
Oh, look at this little rider, huh?
Nice. Thank you. You're beautiful.
Where's her seatbelt?
Champlain EMS.
That plane, I've been there.
And this is the end of our parade with Mooers Fire Department's band behind. Remember, everybody, we're going to all go that way and have some chicken and get a raffle ticket and watch some lawn tractors pull and have some fun and hang out with our neighbors and do some shooting the breeze. We have a bouncy house for the kids. What a wonderful day for it. Thank you very much for attending our parade.
All right, you've been watching the Mooers Labor Day weekend parade here in beautiful downtown Mooers, put on by the Fire Department EMS squads. You've been listening to me and a little bit of Connie Menard on a beautiful September 1st, 2013. Thanks to our flag holder there. Thank you very much, flag holder. Did a great job. Wonderful job. All Canada is proud of you, young man. You're watching Hometown Cable, viewer-supported local television, TV worthy of your support. And if you're watching this, we need your support to keep this programming coming. This is viewer-supported, and Hometown Cable did 10 soccer games on Friday and Saturday. We're here for the Mooers Labor Day Parade. If you appreciate, we did, I think, Hometown Cable's coverage was 48 events during the, during the month of August, and August is usually a slow month, so we got a lot more than that coming up. So if you appreciate all that, support Hometown Cable. Freeman and Carroll Valley did just before the start of the parade, and we appreciate their support every year, and we invite others of you to join and keep this kind of programming coming. Thanks for watching. I got to go home and spend some time with the family on this beautiful day that God gave us on September 1st. 2013. We'll close with Mrs. Yulee.